Hi, welcome back to Angie's Pantry. Today I'm making a sweet, spicy, pickled cocktail franks. I got the idea from Shotgun Rod cooking channel and I just changed it up a little. So let me bring you in a little closer so you can see how I did this. Okay, so let's start this recipe. I'm using my Cat One 8-quart pan. Now, first you got to put 4 cups of vinegar. Now, I only had 3 and like a 1/4 cups, and then I added a 1/4 cup of water to make it 4 cups. And my pan, I'm going to turn that on, get that going, and then we add 1/2 cup of sugar. And then for my spices is 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of cumin. I put in a 1.5 tablespoons of pickling spice, 1 tablespoon of red pepper flakes. He called for 1 tablespoon of ground garlic, so I'm going to do that up with my chopper. And 1 cup of hot sauce, and bring that all to a boil and simmer for 5 minutes. And then it's 2 packages of hot dogs that he cut up, but I'm going to use the cocktail franks. And instead of doing 1 cup of hot sauce, I'm going to add 12 ounces. So let's get that in here. And then we'll put in all of our spices. It looked pretty darn good to me. It takes about 3 or 4 days, he says, for it to pickle. And I got this hot sauce at the dollar store, or no, Aldi's it was, for 87 cents. So, hey, it works, right? Let's get my garlic cubed, and I'm using that pre-packaged garlic that's already peeled. Chop that up. And if it all go chop, it's fine. It's just like that. Put that in there. Use my rubber spatula and get it all in. And that's it for the brine. Pretty darn easy, right? He always has good recipes, don't he? I've got my whisk here. I'm going to whisk this up a little. Smells amazing. I bet you it's going to be good. Okay, I have a 1/2 gallon jar, and I just cut a large onion in half, and then cut it in half, and then cut it in slices, kind of like how he did. Put that in there, a little bit of onion, and I'm just going to layer it throughout. Grab some hot dogs out. But I thought, why cut up big hot dogs when I got these little wiener ones? Cocktail wieners, they're called. Gotta escape these. If you've never seen them, they have sausages, but this is just the little hot dogs. Now he used 2 pounds, so that's a lot more than 2 pounds, but hey, if it's more, it's more. What I don't use, I will freeze up and make it for like beans and franks or something like that. last of my onion on there. Break it up a little. Shake it down a little. Now, with Super Bowl coming, that's why I'm making this up. It'll be good with some crackers. And I will put Steve's video up, whatever side it may fall on. Tuck those in. I want to get in as many as I can. Well, I might make up that barbecue little mini hot dogs, that barbecue. Have you ever had that? Where it's barbecue with a little bit of booze in with it. Oh, it's so good. I might make that up with the rest of those for the football game. Super Bowl, I should say. Don't that look pretty already? All right. Just come up to a boil. So I brought it up to a boil and then I let it simmer for 5 minutes and that's done. And we're gonna pour it in the jar hot. So I'm gonna put the jar over here. I was gonna try to lift that whole pan, but I think I'm gonna wait. Just ladle that in. Slowly. So each ladle is a half a spoon, or a half a cup, I'm sorry. Okay. Now there is some left. Now what Steve did in his video is he cut up onion and put it in there and saved the stock. And he said you can do up eggs, hard-boiled eggs or something like that. But for right now I'm just doing this for you. Now I'm going to debubble it a little because that helps get that all the way down in there. We want that stock all the way down in there. Technically it's a brine, it's not a stock. So get it right in the middle. And see, when you do that, it puts that right down farther. Then I can add a little bit more. Now I want it to cover, so that's why I got it up so high. And I'm going to wipe down the rim. Push that down there just one more time on each side to make sure I got all the bubbles out that I could get. Push that down. See, every time you do that, it does put more. You don't want to push too hard because you don't want to break up the little cocktail franks. There, we'll call that good. Wipe off the rim. Push down my little hot dog in there because I want it covered. Well, push down my little frank in there. We'll put that lid on and I will set that in the refrigerator for about 3 to 4 days, but it's gonna sit in there longer than that. I'm thinking about a week, and then I'll try it. Now I'm gonna put that on as tight as I can get it. And there it is. Ain't that pretty? That's how easy it was to make this hot, sweet, pickled cocktail franks from Shotgun Red's channel. That is where I found it. And again, I will leave a video up above, a way to get to it, an iCard, and if I can't do that, I'll put it on the end of the video. As always, thank you for stopping by. Big hugs from my pantry to yours. Bye.